Watching Fox implode every single day is like a favorite pastime of mine right now, and I love sharing it with you. Their heart just isn't in it anymore. Their propaganda machine just ain't working for Donald Trump like it used to. Maybe it's because Donald Trump is rapidly declining in the polls. The Trump media stock is crashing. Donald Trump selling weird things every single day. Trump making the most unhinged statements. Maybe it's for those reasons, or maybe just Fox just doesn't have it anymore. Just take a look right here yesterday as Jesse Waters is forced to address a statement he made the previous day that was horrifically misogynistic about Vice President Kamala Harris. Here's Jesse Waters yesterday addressing that statement. Play this clip.
Listen to me.
Well, on that note, maybe listen to this. There's been some attention to comments I made on the show yesterday about VP Harris. People are misconstruing my comments to mean something inappropriate. I wasn't suggesting anything of a sexual nature. I was expressing my opinion that Vice President Harris's current leadership style could be an issue if elected.
Okay, Jesse, just so everybody remembers what it is that Jesse Waters said, here's what he said the day before that he was addressing. Play this clip.
This is where the president has his most impact. You have a lot of room to maneuver there as commander-in-chief. We don't know who she is. We don't know what she believes. She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. Right now,
Jesse Waters.
Jesse, I don't like that.
Figuratively,
Take
again,
it back.
have their way with her, control her, not in a sexual way.
And then oddly, Jesse Waters talks about his mom going on MSNBC. The whole thing is very strange. Here, play this clip.
That would be great. Your sister does something and you're speaking on behalf of the Waters family. I'm sure my mother was probably go on MSNBC tonight and said, my son, Jesse Waters, made a joke about Kamala Harris being manhandled by generals in the Situation Room, and he has desecrated the memory of our grandfather, and it's disgusting. I could see my mom doing that, and I wish I had a political dynasty so I could take shots as well.
We appreciate that. All right, you know what, Greg?
And yes, folks, we've reached that time again now where Fox has to attack whichever network is hosting the debate and saying it's very unfair and they're going to rig it and they're going to treat Donald Trump so mean, so unfairly. But we're just so used to this. It's look, enough of the whining and complaining. Remember, that's what they were doing leading up to the CNN debate. So right here is a clip of Hannity from last night. And he's saying, take a look at this. Does this sound like journalism or a talk show host? It's literally the journalist, Rachel Scott, just stating facts. Here, watch this clip.
Take a look at this. Ask yourself, does this sound like journalism or a talk show host?
I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question.
Trump wins the crowd over.
Oh, and then here's Jesse Waters again. Here he goes. After addressing the statement he made the night before, he says this. Play this clip.
When world leaders sit across the poker table from Kamala Harris, they smell fear. They know her tells. Are you going to gamble our country away on a frightened woman too insecure to tell us who she is?
And as our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, says, when you understand that Jesse's representative audience member is a 78-year-old white guy in Alabama with a serious drinking problem, kids who won't speak to him, and a couple domestic violence arrests, you get why he serves up this drivel for gobs of cash. That's well said. So then they bring on RFK Jr.'s former running mate, and here she is And she's like, what we really are going to do with Donald Trump is we're going to try to make everybody healthy again. And as Aaron Rupert said, these people have like zero principles. You can't pretend to care about public health while capping for a guy who thinks testing causes the illness. Play this clip.
And there are many other systems in this country that we know that if we had an opportunity to, we could clean out all of the PFAS and toxins that we know are making us sick. And we're going to see those health results turn around in a matter of, I think we could do it in 6 months. We're going to see a decline in autism.
Purify the country in 6 months. That's ambitious. But if anybody can do it, then I'm sure Bobby can do it. You mentioned...
Here she is again. This is what they're saying on Fox. What happened to the Democratic Party? They used to say when they go low, we go high. But the Democrats are being mean to Donald Trump and us now. They're being very mean. That's what she says. Play this clip.
This is wild. I'm asking myself what happened to the party of when they go low, we go high. Because right now they're just going lower and lower and lower. And I'm shocked. I'm saddened. I'm worried for them, honestly.
The best bacon, the best steak, the best chicken, the best salmon you'll ever eat. It's not going to come from the grocery store. It's going to come from the family farm and independent Alaskan fishermen. And now you can get it when you join the Moink movement today. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon straight to your door. Moink farmers farm like our grandparents did, and as a result, Moink meat tastes like it should because the family farm does it better. And the Moink difference is a difference that you can actually taste. Unlike the supermarket, Moink gives you the total control over the quality and source of your food. You choose the meat delivered in every box, like ribeyes to chicken breast to pork chops to salmon fillets and much more. Plus, you can cancel it at any time. And I love that Moink is helping save rural America. Join the Moink movement today, and you'll never turn back. Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary called Moink's bacon the best bacon he's ever tasted, and Ring Doorbell founder Jamie Siminoff jumped at the chance to invest in Moink. Plus, they guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just so happy I got Moinked. I know I do, and you will too. Keep American farming going by signing up at moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch right now, and listeners of our show get free hot rolls in your first box. It's the best hot rolls you'll ever taste for a limited time. It's spelled MOINK box.com/MeidasTouch. That's moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. One more time, moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. So one of the big things that Donald Trump was pushing yesterday as well, you'll recall from some of the hot take videos that I made, Donald Trump was saying, look, we caught Facebook. Zuckerberg admits that they were suppressing Hunter Biden's laptop stories. So therefore, the 2020 election is rigged, and I, Donald Trump, should have won. It was rigged. So in 2024, August 27th, yesterday when that happened, and August 28th today, Donald Trump's campaign is still whining about the 2020 election being rigged because he's saying Facebook suppressed, worked with the government to suppress Hunter Biden's laptop, that the government in 2020 was coercing Facebook to not show Hunter Biden laptop stuff. Here's the thing, Trump, you were in office in that time. You were the government then. So you're blaming, you weaponized it against yourself. Like, do they even know what they're talking about? And here on this segment, Brian Kilmeade on Fox, he's getting closer to figuring it out, as Aaron Rupert would say. Play this clip.
But remember, when the laptop was out there, President Trump was president. So somehow the challenging party had more sway with the FBI and other agencies than the one in power, which is bizarre.
Getting closer, but not close enough. Oh, and then they have Tulsi Gabbard on, and here she is, who's always been really a MAGA plant. Hillary Clinton called this out in 2016. And here's what she has to say on Fox. And just look how Fox is like, we appreciate you so much. Strength or peace. Donald Trump's going to bring world. The guy is a Putin puppet, a Putin chill. Anyway, play this clip.
Peace through strength that he believes in, not unlike Ronald Reagan. I'm just wondering, would you play a role? We got to run, but would you play a role specifically in something involved with the military or defense if he is elected?
If given that opportunity, I would be grateful to serve and help him save our country and get us back towards that future for all Americans.
Well, we are grateful for your service, Colonel Gabbard. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you coming in. Best of luck to you.
And even though this isn't on Fox, let me show you here. This is what Congressmember Eric Swalwell had to say. This is great. Play it.
And this case will be about, whether he's held accountable for that. And by the way, as you're talking about Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. working on a transition team, I'm asking myself, transition to what? Transitioning back to the courtroom because he's going to be a civil defendant and a criminal defendant again? But he sure as hell is not going to be transitioning to the White House. And certainly with those as the people helping him lead government, it signals to all of us what kind of White House it would be.
Yeah.
So then also you have like James Comer now going to even a safer space than Fox. MAGA Republican James Comer, House Oversight Committee. And so he goes on Newsmax. And what he's spewing is that he goes, I hope the Democrats don't try to go in there and take over social media like they have the mainstream media. Here, play this clip.
I hope that with this new era where we get more of our news from social media, that the Democrats don't try to go in there and take over social media like they have the mainstream media. Yeah. It's hard for companies like Newsmax and conservative outlets to come up on the social media front because there's so much domination by Facebook and Twitter. So God bless Elon Musk, and hopefully we can get the names of the people in the government that did this.
Yeah,
says that speaking to Newsmax. You can't make this stuff up. And here James Comer is again pushing that the government in 2020 was weaponized against Donald Trump. Trump weaponized the government against himself. So ridiculous. Here, play this clip.
I'm glad that Zuckerberg's come forward now, but at the end of the day, there needs to be accountability for the government officials who actually were in charge of forcing Facebook to censor conservative speech, especially stories like the Hunter Biden laptop story, when they knew all along it was true. So what the next steps will be for Zuckerberg and the Facebook executives to identify the specific people with the FBI and the specific people in the Biden-Harris administration who were insisting that they not only censor conservatives, but be dishonest with their platform.
By the way, just give a shout out here to the Daily Beast. Maybe I'll do a full video on this. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It just deserves to be called out. It has nothing to do with this video. I don't know where to put it, but I want to give it a hat tip to them. Where's Barron? 6'7" Barron Trump is the invisible college freshman. There are more than 200 colleges and universities in New York State, and Barron Trump is enrolled at one of them, if his father is to be believed. Last week, former President Donald Trump teased that his youngest son Barron would go to a college in New York, rejecting his family's 60-year Ivy League legacy at the University of Pennsylvania. He's all set in a certain school that's very good, Trump told the New York Post. Trump confided that Barron, 18, would go to a school somewhere in New York and the family would make an announcement soon. That was 7 days ago. In the interim, schools across the Empire State have started their freshman orientation programs, and yet there has been no confirmed sighting of the 6'7" teenager or his mother Melania or their Secret Service entourage. So where is Barron, and what very good school did he pick? Daily Beast doesn't have a TV network. We do. We have a YouTube digital media network here where we can do these videos. So with all of that bad Fox reporting, I want to give a hat tip to Daily Beast. It's a good question. Where's he at? Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.